Hello everyone, Tammy here. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing hashtag Let's Make Together 2025, and this month in August we're hopping on the hashtag Summerween, which means we can make anything summery, fall, Halloween, and just have fun with it. And then today is also Saturday, and we are continuing to support Jill Norwood on her hashtag of Sapmorn Makes. She is on a little bit of a break from YouTube, so Carol and I decided to do our part just to help keep the hashtag going. And light my candle. It's a little bit warm out, but I'm gonna light the candle anyway. And I do have my window closed, so I'm not sure how long this video is going to be. So today what I want to do is I want to share, so I shared in yesterday's video that my creative mojo is lacking, and so I thought it would be interesting, hopefully, for you to kind of share how I prep these papers to build into a ring, a 3-ring, what do you call that when you, I don't know what it's called, binding. So the ring binding. So what I have been doing is I have paper like this, and these are some of the papers that I used in some of the journals. This one's kind of thick, but these are both really thin, or all three of these. And so what I've been doing is cutting them down to 8 inches. So I cut them down to 8 inches. And this is the leftover. So the leftover is 4 inches. This, so then I fold them. So I take the 12 by 12, cut off to make this piece 8 inches, and then I fold it, and so it ends up being 6 by 8 is the size of the journal. Okay, so then I keep the cutoffs with the papers here, so I can use all of these cutoffs inside the journals for pockets, tags, belly bands, journal cards, just whatever I want to use to decorate. And so then what I have done is I went through each of them and I put some double-sided tape. I actually used 4 rolls of this size, which is, it's a little less than a 1/2 inch. So, which is interesting because I've had this double-sided tape for years and I've never used it. And now I've used up every roll I have except this. And then I have another roll that's like 1 inch wide. So it's time to actually buy more. So then what I've been doing is I just peel this off, and it's really sticky. However, I am adding glue, and I'll show that to you. So I do find that the paper comes off a little easier if you push super hard on the end you know, to adhere it really well to the paper underneath. So then, and actually I've used a whole half of this bottle. This is an 8-ounce bottle. I've used half in adding glue, but I just want to make sure that these pages don't come apart, especially on the thinner paper. So then I'm just doing this, and taking my tool here, and then just really pushing it down. This paper is glittery, so it's making a lot of noise, but I've been doing that. So, and I've done this for, this is my 7th journal, and there's 15 pages in each journal. So do one more, and then I'll show you how what I do for the rings. Okay. So some of this, where I put down the double-sided tape and folded and put down the double-sided tape, I did in front, watching TV with my husband. Okay, so like I said, I think the next set that I make, I'm going to go through all of my papers and find all the double-sided thicker papers and just use those, so then I don't have to do this whole step of folding, taping, gluing. Okay, so that's that. So let me get another. I'm going to get this, okay, this is already done. So what I've been doing, so these are already folded, taped, and glued. So what I do is, and I actually put them when I'm as I'm gluing them, or not as, but when I'm done gluing them, I put them in some kind of order that I think looks good together, and it's kind of relative, but just what I do. So, and actually I want this to be the last. So if I have some of these papers, I have 3 of the same, so I'd have one in the front, one in the middle, and then one in the back, so the back and the front match. I did that with a lot of them. Yeah, so that's what I have going on here. So this is the order that I want to have them go in. Okay, so then I take my tool here. I know this has a word, but I can't think what it is right now. So then I just eyeball, and I don't know if I need to do a bigger. I'm going to use the bigger one, and then I want to just do. I want to go a little bit further in, but not very far in. So yeah, like that. So I'm just eyeballing it, not measuring. Okay, so there's that, and then that, and that. Okay, so then in order to make sure that they're all like this, they're all even, because this one I eyeballed, I can't eyeball the rest of them. So what I'm doing is I'm coming through and then taking a pencil and marking the center where I want to punch these. Okay. So I just do whatever was the last one I did. I just make sure it's lined up with the next page and then put my little marks. And I will do that all the way through all 15 of them. Okay, and then I will be back. Okay, so I got the holes all put in here in the papers, and then put the rings in. And I'm just, you don't have to put the rings in right now at this point. You can just work on the pages without putting the rings in. I didn't do a very good job of lining up the holes either, but that's okay. So there's one. And these rings are, they're 1 inch. I almost got the 1.5, but these books don't really get that big. I purposely don't overfill them. So I was okay with the 1 inch. Okay. Okay, so then the next thing I've been doing is going through the, okay, this one's going to be a little stubborn here. Okay, there we go. So there's the book. Okay, so we have this here, and yeah, oh, so on and so on. So then what I've been doing is I've been taking the offcuts and then just kind of putting them, seeing how they look with the front piece to make a cover plate, basically. So we have that. Okay, so it's either this one, or this one. The thing I like about this one is the green. It kind of picks up some of the green there, but I think it's too much green. And this, I don't feel like there's not enough contrast, so I'm gonna go with this. Okay, and that's how I do it. I'll do that for every single journal that I'm making. I will, and I want to decide that up front because I don't want to end up using all of these inside the book before I get the cover done. I want to make sure, and that's just kind of my own thing, is that because covers are a little bit stressful for me, I want to do them first thing and get them done. Okay, so just cutting that on the fold, and then that there, and then I pulled out like some stuff that I was working on in the hashtag Scrap It Up book that I did, the fairies. They go really well with this paper, so That's what I'm gonna look at here and see what I can find. Got some sticky going on. So if I did the paper this way, and I'd have to trim it, but that's okay. I could still do that. Kind of like that with the blue. Or I just thought of this as I was just sitting here. I could do like a little, not really a collage, but like a montage of these little sweeties. Could do something like that. Or I could do that. And I also have a couple of flowers. That one, this one. Kind of like this. That's kind of pretty. And then this could go maybe up here. That's pretty. So something else for over here. Maybe that. That's kind of pretty. I think this one goes the long way, which does not do me any good. Could do something like that. No, don't like that. No. No. And again, this is just purely my own taste and what I am seeing, if I like it or not. If it, you know, spurs something. Okay, that's kind of pretty. So what if switch these around? I think maybe it's too green. I like it. Probably fit well in another. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. Okay, so so I'm gonna cut this down, and these will have to be probably squished a little more together. So maybe right here. Okay, so that, I'm still not positive I'm going to use this. So let's try it without. Okay, and this. Okay, and now I'm wondering about using some of this. No. Okay, what if I'm just trying things out, playing around. Goes under there now. Not feeling it. Okay, well, I think I just like this. Keep it simple. Very pretty. The flower there. Call it good. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so there we go. There is my cover of the first journal that I will be donating to the Cancer Care Center. Very happy with it. I'm just going to let it sit because this is going to take a minute to dry. But I hope you enjoyed this. So this was Let's Make Together 2025 Summerween, because this whole thing is very summery and very whimsical and fun, and love the fairy theme, and hashtag Satmorn Makes. So all the information about these hashtags is in the description box, so you can go check it out and check out the hashtags to see what other people are doing. And thank you for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. And I think I'm gonna commit to mostly working on these journals. So I'm still probably gonna be doing a lot of summer in the Summerween category, at least for a little while anyway. So that's all I have for today. And remember to be good to yourself, be kind to each other, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.